Yes, I am. I just told Steve Hughes, who runs this show, and it's not me. So, Mike Griffith here at the Baco Motorsports Power Hour, the Kern County Raceway Park segment. And sitting where I used to sit when a certain somebody who's not here anymore was here is Steve Hughes.
Hey,
Howdy,
guys.
Steve.
Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Power Hour.
Happy Wednesday. You brought some guests.
I did, man. A couple of champs.
And who are they? I don't know these guys.
Directly to your left is our NASCAR mini stock champion, driver of the number 12 car, Damian Leiniger.
We might have a photo of him coming up here.
Yes, we certainly do. And then directly to his left is a guy that was perfect on the season. 11 for 11 late model wins at Kern County Raceway. Buddy Shepard, driver of the 22S Hall Ambulance H&M Motorsports sponsored ride, our NASCAR late model champion.
I wouldn't say perfect because I don't think he led every lap.
Well, that's true, especially that last main event. Made it pretty exciting. They brought some heavy hitters up to Kern County Raceway to try and break that streak, and it didn't happen.
We've got that, and Buddy won 11 in a row. His dad, Dick, raced for years, dirt, multi-time champion, champion on the asphalt at Mason Wren. What's the most races he ever won in a row?
Mike,
you know?
you probably have that stat, don't you,
Do you
Griff?
know, Buddy?
Not as many as I did.
The answer is 5.
5 in a row. So you broke that record a long time ago, buddy.
Yeah,
5. Not as many as you did. You don't tell him that, do you?
not really.
No. Does he work on the car?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. It'd be really good to be quiet about so many wins because, something might not be right on that car next time.
Right, whatever.
Spark plug wire might be off like they did to Ryan Reed.
Yeah.
Not saying, but that's a preventable problem.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm glad to have these two young men here. They represent our racetrack very well, and I believe they're going to be great champions going into next year.
You have some highlights? You want to run those first? Steve, you want to
Roll
run the
them
highlights first? And we'll go into the photos later.
Absolutely.
Raceway, Budweiser season finale night at the races, and it would be a good one. We're crowning 5 champions on this night: NASCAR late models, NASCAR super stocks, NASCAR spec mods, NASCAR mini stocks, and the INEX legends. Budweiser championship night at the races. Here's the highlights, race fans. We start the night with the Blue Ribbon Automotive Dash for Cash. Green flag is in the air for the NASCAR late models. Hugh Stubblefield and the number 12 machine out to an early lead, but on the outside exiting turn number 2, here comes the 51S of Tate Sanders. Sanders would take the lead on lap number 1 on the outside of Stubblefield and lead the 4 laps to earn a cool $100 in the Blue Ribbon Automotive Dash for Cash. Hugh Stubblefield would come home in second, the 7 of Tom Gibson third, and the 67 of Val Cummings fourth. The first championship race of the evening would be the NASCAR mini stocks, and they're taking it 4 wide into turn number 1 with the 55 of Austin Wilson out in front early. Just 1 point separating the top 3 in the points, and they're the top 3 on the track. Austin Wilson in the 55, the 12 of Damian Leiniger, and the 5 of Destiny Joplin. Here's the battle for the lead and for the championship. Damian Leiniger to the inside of Austin Wilson. He'll take the lead and pull away from the 55 machine. And now, Chris Agbiani trying to put the pressure on the 55. There's the checkered flag in the air. Agbiani would finish second, but your number 12 machine, your 2016 NASCAR mini stock champion, Damian Leiniger. Next up will be the legends, and only 3 points separating the top 2 drivers in this division. We pick up the action on the initial green flag. Josh Ayers in the 71 machine. Out front early, but contact between the 29 of Braden Rogers and the 51 of Tyler Bannister brings out a caution on lap number 1. Back to racing action on the restart. 30-lap feature and Josh Ayers out in front early. But Tyler Bannister, the points leader coming into this final race, tracks down the number 71 machine and makes a move to the inside for the lead. Tyler Bannister in the catbird seat trying to win his first INEX Legends Track Championship at Kern County Raceway. But he's got to deal with the 24P of Colton Page. Page putting the pressure on Bannister as they enter turn number 1. A little bit of contact there opens the door for Page, and Page is going to make the pass into turn number 3. From there, there on the 24P a page, your California state champion would lead and extend that lead and win his third main event in a row at Kern County Raceway. However, he falls 1 point shy of the championship. Your champion, Big Dad, the number 51 of Tyler Bannister. Next up, the championship race for the NASCAR late models, and there's some heavy hitters in this one. The number 22S of Buddy Shepard going for 11 in a row, but he would have to work his way from 8th position in this 40-lap feature. There he is, sandwiched between the 40 of Cole Adamo and the 11 of Kyle McGrady. Your early leader would be the 38 of Jeff Peterson as the 22S of Shepard begins to march his way towards the front. Nice battle here between the 51 of Racing Vernon and the 22 of Buddy Shepard. Vernon gets loose off of turn number 4, and now Shepard up to second spot, and he begins to reel in the 38 of Jeff Peterson. They'd have a nice side-by-side, wheel-to-wheel battle for several laps, just past the halfway point here. Lap number 20 being completed now. It would take Shepard an additional 3 laps to get underneath the black 38 of Peterson to finally take the lead. Shepard would take advantage of that, take the lead on lap 23, and lead the final 17 for his 11th consecutive NASCAR late model victory at Kern County Raceway and his track championship. The NASCAR Spec Mod main event would be up next, and just like all of our NASCAR main events on this night, it would come down to this final race to crown our champion. Green flag is in the air. We pick up the action off of turn number 2. There's your points leader, the 32 of Kevin Callahan, and your race leader, the number 9 of Ed Red Coffee. Callahan would pressure the number 9 machine exiting turn number 2 and make a move to the inside in turn number 3 to take over the lead. Kevin Callahan out in front, and that's where he would stay, dominating the 30-lap NASCAR Spec Mod feature on his way to his 4th victory of the year and his first NASCAR championship at Kern County Raceway. And he does a celebratory burnout on his way to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane. Congratulations, Kevin Callahan. Final championship race of Budweiser season finale night at the races, the NASCAR Superstocks. Out in front early, the number 23 of Ricky Bird. Bird leads him down the back straightaway into turn number 3, but it wouldn't take long for the number 7 of Gene Fife, the Mountain Man, your current points leader coming into this night's racing action to take over the point. The 13 of Chris Dalton makes quick work of the 23 of Ricky Bird, and he brings the 22 of Johnny Bedingfield with him. Oh, trouble coming out of turn number 2. Roger Holder and the number 1 of Perrin Kudstra. A little bit of contact in the apex of 1 and 2, and there's the net result, a hard hit for the Milkman, your 2014 NASCAR Superstock champion. Back to green flag racing now. We pick up the action coming out of turn number 2 with Chris Dalton battling for the lead. He clears Gene Fife and once again brings the 22 of Johnny Bedingfield with him. And this is the battle we had hoped to see all season long. Side by side and wheel to wheel between the 13 of Chris Dalton and the 22 of Johnny Bedingfield. Race fans weren't disappointed on this night as they head into turn number 3. Nice clean racing through 3 and 4, and Bedingfield would take the lead late and cruise to his 3rd NASCAR Superstock victory of 2016. Nice burnout there from Bedingfield as well. Your champion, the number 7 of the Mountain Man, Gene Fife, earns his first NASCAR championship title at Kern County Raceway. Congratulations to the driver of the number 7 machine, Gene Fife.
Oh, look at that. Those are pretty good highlights. And that was a fast-paced show out there on Saturday night from start to finish. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, we like it when that happens.
Yeah.
We like fast pace. 2.5 hour show. That's our target, and we hit that target on Saturday night. Can't thank Budweiser enough for again sponsoring our season finale. Crowned 5 champions that evening, and we got 2 of them with us here today.
And we'll turn to Buddy first. Late models. 11 for 11. You were just in here a couple weeks ago, and it was 10 for 10 then. Were you a little nervous entering this last race? Chris, go ahead and show a couple of those Tom Mock photos for us.
I mean, not really. I mean, we were just going to go into this race like we have the 10 before, and it seemed to work out for us, I guess.
It worked out for you, except you started 8th.
Yeah.
12-car field, right? 11 cars, I think 1 lost, but a big field of some really good late models. And I was talking to your dad the other day, and I said, I was sitting there about 10 laps into this, and you're in a 4-car battle. I'm thinking, you know what? this thing's going green. Buddy may have a tough time getting up front. And he said he was thinking the same thing. What were you thinking back there where you were kind of stuck in that 4-car battle?
Yeah, I was stuck back there. I could see like the leaders were going in turn 1, and when I was coming out of 4, I knew it was going to be a long race without a yellow. So once we got in the clear lane, got to the bottom, started picking off cars, and we just made our way up there.
Generally, wouldn't you like to be on the top picking off cars?
Yeah, that'd be the right place to do it.
Yeah, so, but it wasn't open, so you decided you had to go bottom?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like everyone on the top on a Saturday night, so had to make it happen on the bottom. It was the car's pretty stuck. Mike Keane had her dialed in.
Is that the thing when you get to the bottom, it's just harder to stick, or you get in the corner of the turns and you just can't get on the throttle as soon?
Well, it just kills your center roll speed and momentum through the whole corner because you can't carry the car out of the corner all the way up to the wall and pinching the car down. So, I mean, you can't get on the gas as hard, and just makes it really tough, especially with the little motors we got in these cars.
So you get up there, you get up to the front, and then you had to do a little battle down low to get the lead. How was that going?
Oh, that was fun. Yeah, I mean, had a good time. Car was a little loose getting in the corner, and but it rolled the center and came off really, really good, so it worked out all right.
And then you got in front, and at that point, is it just hitting your marks, running your laps, and doing what you've been doing all year long?
Yeah, just clicking off laps and waiting for the checkered flag to fly.
Real good. As good as this year was at KCRP, you went to Madera last weekend. 54 cars, I think, for a $10,000 to win race, and you qualified number 1.
Yeah.
And then did you draw the pill?
Yeah.
To start 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's with that?
Oh man, I'm never going to Vegas. I can tell you that. It's bad.
Well, and there's a little bit of a backstory to that race car that they prepared. They did about 3 weeks worth of work on a brand new race car, and they got it all done in about 2.5 days. Isn't that right, buddy?
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of work. I mean, there's 700 plus man hours in our shop all week, so or all 2 days or 2.5 days, and we got her loaded up Thursday night and got up there Friday, and it was pretty good right out of the gate. Just tweaked on her a little bit, and it was really good.
You got up there, despite putting yourself in a hole at the start, you go up there and you're battling for the lead, and the distributor goes south.
Yeah, I mean, it was really unfortunate. I mean, our car rolled the bottom really well. I mean, it seemed like I could drive underneath someone and get the car to stick. I couldn't do that last year with my old car, and it was a rocket ship.
And I think that goes to say of how difficult it is to win 11 of 11 at any racetrack, because all it takes is one little hiccup, distributor to go bad, tire to go flat, spark plug wire to come off. You could just count. There's 1,000 items that can ruin your day.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wish we had a little bit more time to look over that car before we took it up there, so we could double check and triple check everything like we've been doing with our orange car all year, just to make sure it's ready and it's at the best of its ability.
And you got Damien in here, who was kind of the opposite of Buddy. Buddy was going to the last race. He's winning the championship. He's just trying to make it 11 for 11. Damien's trying to win a championship because you got 3 drivers separated by two points. What were your thoughts going into that? And then your thoughts when you found out there's like 4 cars come over from Santa Maria, which was rained out. So you have your biggest field of the season.
Yeah, going in, we just knew it was going to be whoever won the race was going to have to win the championship. So we were just preparing for that. And when we got to the track and we were signing in, Alex, who does runs the track, really was just got off the phone with him and said that you're getting 4 dirt cars coming. And we were like, oh, here we go. And he's like, no, we told him that it's championship night, so to kind of stay out of the way of you guys, because we don't want to. We have our top 3 separated by only a couple points, so not to get in the way.
Yeah, and Tom Oct was there. Chris, if you go back to that first slide, the very first one, this is 3 wide by 2 wide or 3 wide. This is. Have you ever seen this before? I mean, normally you can't. These things are hard to get 2 wide. You go 3 wide, and it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, and that's the initial green flag right there.
Right.
That's the start of the race. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, we had me and Austin Wilson in the on road 2, and we knew we were going to be. It was going to be tough getting through to get by the slower cars. So we knew right off the green flag it was going to be pretty wild. But I've never seen it get like that out there. At least when I'm racing, it was kind of sketchy getting into coming out of turn 2 and we were 4 wide, and I was just hoping that no cars would move up or no cars would come down, and we were able to get through it.
I just like that. I'd like to see that many cars every night out there.
Oh, it would definitely be fun.
That many more. That'd be fun. It really brings into the dirt cars are a lot slower, but it brought traffic into play.
Right. On the 29th, we're supposed to be having 8 mini stocks coming down from Madera as well. So that'll be a pretty fun race as
So
well.
that could be fun. Maybe you can get 12, 14 mini stocks out there, and then it becomes a whole different animal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you get there and you get the lead from Austin, and then he's trying to come back on you. Did you know he was pretty close?
I could glance up in my mirror and I could see him there, and my dad's always told me, don't focus on what's behind you. Just do your job, and if you do your job, everything will work out. So.
And you said, I think in the winner's interview, that after that first night you almost flipped the car. You figured your season was done. And how'd you bounce back?
I honestly didn't think there was going to be a chance for me to bounce back. It was just my mom and dad. They were just telling me, hey, don't worry about that. Just go out, run consistent, and try and do your best. And that's all you can hope for. And if we get back up there, well, then we get back up there. But don't worry about it. So.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We had some other champions crowned that night too.
Certainly did. Of course, we crowned all 4 of our NASCAR champions, and the NASCAR Superstocks came down to a pretty close race. Gene Fife coming into the night with a 13-point advantage over Perrin Kutstra. Of course, Kutstra, unfortunately, was crashed out on lap number 5, and that basically locked the championship up for the number 7 of Gene Fife. But Johnny Bedingfield getting his 3rd win of 2016, tying 2 other drivers, Chris Dalton and Gene Fife, with the most wins. And then there's your champion, the Mountain Man, Gene Fife, out of Tehachapi, California.
And we talk about potential retirement. Is that happening?
He's been hinting about it for some time. I just can't thank Gene and his family for what they actually did with this division. They really had grown this division by whether if it's loaning guys front clips, finding them cars. When we have a couple of groups like STZ Motorsports and then the Gene Fife family and all those great drivers, I'm just so happy to see this division start to grow. So if he does retire, he's going to do it on top. So
without a doubt, and that's 5 championships?
5 total.
5
so
total.
4 at Mesa Marin and 1 at Kern County Raceway.
Yeah, and when he came back out to play, you knew he was going to be tough because he was tough at Mesa Marin.
Yeah, he certainly was. Certainly was.
Then you had the spec mods. They had their final race of the season. Kevin Callahan came into this with a pretty good lead.
He had a 5-point lead coming into the night. He qualified Budweiser quick time, so that gave him 3 bonus points. Jim Coffey qualified second quick, gave him 2 bonus points. So going into that final main event, he held a 6-point advantage. And as you know, it's 2 points per position. Jim Coffey was going to have to beat Kevin Callahan by 4 positions in order to win the championship. He finishes in 3rd position, and Kevin Callahan made it a no-doubter. I mean, just dominating that final 30-lap feature for the NASCAR Spec Mods.
Yeah, he made a statement in that race. And I thought
Certainly
Tanner Wattenbarger did a good job of finishing second. And
absolutely led for a little while and wound up finishing second. So very proud of that young racer as well.
A good deal there. And then we also had the Legends wind up their season, and there were championship ramifications on the line in this race, as we saw in the highlights. Tyler Bannister dominated the early season, 4 wins, and then Colton Page came on late in the season.
Yeah, Colton Page won the California State Championship in the INX Legends in his division, and came into last Saturday night just 3 points behind Tyler Bannister, and he had to win it, and he had to hope that Bannister was going to finish in 3rd for him to claim a track title. Of course, that didn't happen. Page finished 1st, Bannister finished 2nd. Page does get the win. Tyler Bannister wins the championship by 1 single point.
So while a certain guy was dominating in late models and ruining the championship race.
Oh, no.
So,
I'm very proud of Buddy Shepard.
The other drivers were having a good time and keeping it close.
Yeah, but you just touched on it, though, Mike. 11 for 11. That means that car had to be perfect for 11 consecutive races. No mechanical difficulties, a blown tire, something as simple as a wire coming off a distributor. And that didn't happen over an 8-month, 11-race season where that car was, I mean, I don't know if there is any other setting than kill on that number 22 machine.
What about that, buddy?
Nah, that car's fast. I mean, my crew worked their butt off for me all year, just going over that car and fixing it, whatever needs to be fixed, and kept maintaining. And it's just really fast. Mike Keen's doing a really good job for me. I mean, that thing rolls better than any other car out there. So, I mean, it's pretty cool.
And Buddy's got a new late model, and he's got a SRL car, and I saw that car's for sale. Sell it while it's hot.
Yep,
Yeah.
the championship
I saw
car
it.
is for
Championship
sale. Yeah.
Car for sale. So
And
if you
I
want it,
think in the ad it said just as it rolled off the racetrack,
which is
on
important
Saturday
if you're
night.
buying cars. 'Cause,
Absolutely.
You know, you
Yeah.
go, hold it.
Right.
This has been changed
Right.
on that. So
And, we're going to finish up the season in a big way. On October 29th, it's the third annual Bulwark FR Fall Shootout. The Spears Southwest Tour Series is going to be there. We're expecting the largest field of Spears Southwest Tour cars to compete in the Bulwark FR 150 presented by the 5150 Energy Drink. It's going to be an exciting weekend.
yeah, that's what Larry Collins was saying. I was talking to him. He says, "Boy, they're just coming out of the woodwork for
Yeah.
this race." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, I think a lot of people want to run and get some laps in because they're looking for the Winter Showdown.
Absolutely.
In February, the big race there. So for whatever reason, going to be a good field of the Southwest Tour cars. Buddy will be in it, right?
For sure.
Be that. We're going to have a mini stock race, right?
Yep. INEX Legends will be there as well.
Damien's going to be in it.
Damien's going to be
He's
in
hoping
it.
for 14, 15 mini
and
stocks.
Hang on a minute, man. We're going to have fireworks. Halloween fireworks spooktacular, brought to you by Raymond's Trophy and Awards. So, wait a minute. There's more.
Hold it.
Hey, there's
More?
more. That's right. If you order now, kids 10 and under in costume are going to get in for free. It's Halloween weekend. Want to come out to the racetrack, put a costume on. Kids 10 and under will get in free. And then all the drivers will be on the front straightaway for our on-track autograph session. They're all bringing candy. The kids are going trick-or-treating on the front straightaway at Kern County Raceway on Saturday night,
pretty
October
good.
29th.
So all I have to do is put on a costume. I get it for free.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. No matter what
No.
costume you put on, Mike, you're not going to look like a 10-year-old.
No, that's not
No.
happening. Doggone it.
Yeah.
You're laughing there.
Man, that's rude.
Look at that. Buddy might be able to go as a 10-year-old.
Last year he
Buddy's
could
looking
have.
pretty
Last year,
youthful.
Buddy Shepard could have passed as a 10-year-old.
This year, no,
no, not happening.
No, he's got his driver's license. That's
And,
scary.
and he's got some swagger, and he's growing up a little bit. I mean, he's an upperclassman now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Junior at Centennial.
I'm not sure how.
How are the grades?
Good?
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine the family makes sure.
Oh, yeah.
How
Hey,
old are
good.
you,
Hey,
Damien?
good enough
I'm
for him to
20.
come on a Wednesday.
He's 20. He's old school.
Yeah,
He's old. He's
a
no dog.
veteran.
He's almost ready to go to Vegas,
almost.
but he doesn't want to go.
No.
Bad odds. Okay, well, I want to thank you guys for coming in.
Thanks, Mike.
It's a pretty good show here, and we're going to be back next week with another edition, and we're going to be talking more about the big race to end the season out at Kern County Raceway Park.